I had this Audi e-tron for about 3 months now, and in that very little time, I drove over 10,000 kilometers. I want to share my experience and tell you about what I like and don't like. I'm going to start off with the good experiences. The e-tron is beautifully styled inside and out. The styling does not shout science fiction. It looks like a regular Q5. The e-tron has quality construction. This is the Rolex of EV in my opinion. It has a huge panoramic sunroof. It gets looks of admiration from Range Rover and Cadillac Escalade drivers. It has 400 horsepower and an ungodly amount of torques from small electric motors. It has instant power when you push the pedal. It has refined ride accompanied by one of the most comfortable seats. It has excellent driving aids such as adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, forward collision warning, all work seamlessly. It is a genuine off-roader with adjustable ride height adjustment and off-road mode. It has a capable Quattro all-wheel drive. It charges 80% in 30 to 40 minutes using Electrify America fast charger. It has longer than 220 electric range during summer. I got 250 miles on a charge once. Okay, now on to the bad experiences I have had with the e-tron. Keep in mind that this is constructive criticism that Audi can use in the next year's model for improvement. These are also things you should keep in mind if you're thinking about purchasing this vehicle, things to expect so that you're not surprised when they come up. To start, there is a malfunction warning display that comes on. This warning is about adaptive headlight, charging operation, and adaptive suspension issues. This warning constantly comes on. Secondly, the e-tron also sounds like it's grinding metal when you raise or lower the ride height. The e-tron also rocks back and forth a little at the stoplight sometimes. There's also some charging issues. It never releases the charging plug after using a fast charger. It doesn't release the charging plug after 12 hours of charging on level 2 chargers. It also just drops charging in the middle of charging. And some level 2 public chargers did not recognize my e-tron. And despite 400 horsepower, the e-tron's driving dynamics are not great. I found that the steering has no feel. The e-tron also has terrible handling despite the adaptive suspension. The paint job on this vehicle can be better. It has a terrible paint finish, which means even a grain of salt will chip your paint. The rear liftgate has a kick to open mode, but that never works. The keyless entry for some reason only works sometimes. My Audi app almost never works. The ChargePoint app works all the time, and that's how I figured out my car dropped charging in multiple occasions. Most of these issues have never been fully addressed, and I had to visit the dealership multiple times to resolve the same issues. And only the designated mechanic can work on an e-tron. So my car stayed at the dealership for days on end. Lastly, it takes about 14 hours to charge on a level 2 charger, which is way too long in my opinion. That being said, for those of you that are considering an Audi e-tron, please lease this vehicle instead of buying it. If you are considering it used, make sure to get a certified pre-owned unit and definitely buy an extended warranty and max it out. I do have to say that the Audi's service has been excellent and that helped in improving my ownership experience. I'm not discouraging anyone to not look into the e-tron for purchase, as my experience may not reflect other people's experience. The e-tron is still a fabulous vehicle that anyone should consider if they are interested. But I would highly suggest leasing this vehicle, as Audi may need more time to address these first-year reliability issues. I hope this video helped you understand the good and the bad about owning this vehicle. I hope this will help you make a smart decision about buying an e-tron. Leave a comment and let us know your experience with the e-tron. And don't forget to subscribe.